How's it going, everyone? Welcome. How's it
another
going,
lovely
everyone?
Saturday evening.
Welcome. How's it
another
going,
lovely
everyone?
Saturday evening.
Welcome.
How's
Another
lovely
lovely
Saturday
Saturday
evening.
Welcome.
Another lovely Saturday.
It has been exactly
another
lovely Saturday. It has been exactly lovely Saturday. It has been exactly our Lord and Savior. 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 It has been exactly our Lord and Fire a few, just a few, just a few, just a few, just we now have 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 just larger influx starts.
Before the
I'm going up
larger
there.
influx starts.
Before the I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx starts.
Before the I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx starts.
It's like I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx starts.
It's like I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx come over.
It's like I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx come over.
It's like I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx come over.
It's like I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx come over.
It's like I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx come over.
It's like I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx come over.
It's like I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx come over.
It's like I'm going up
Larger
there.
influx come over.
It's like I'm going up there.
Larger influx come over.
It's like I'm going up there.
Larger influx come over.
It's so weird.
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 Larger influx come over.
It's so weird. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see here. Sounds fine to me. Alright, let's see here. Sounds weird. Is it doing that now? It shouldn't be doing that now. Voice audio is good. Voice audio is good. Let me turn the game audio back on real quick. There we go. Let me turn the game audio back on real quick. There we go. Let me turn the game audio back on real quick. Yeah, no, it sounds fine on my end. It'll echo whenever I turn it on, so if it was echoing right at that second, that would make sense, but it shouldn't be doing that. Should be okay. Yeah, it will echo when I'm testing, because I have to turn the volume on so I can hear it, but if it is not doing it anymore, then it should be good to go. Yeah, okay, that's weird. I don't know why. Maybe that was just on your end. It also could have been the audio got left on somewhere, but I didn't change anything. All I did was just check it with my headphones, but I think it should be okay. It could have just been being a butt. Who knows? Alright, I think that's actually all I need. I think I only need 50. Even though I said I'm not going to do that Hungry Loom, I might as well take care of it right now. I'm going to pretend that that was intentional and that I did not just get lucky in not hitting that. Oh well, this is probably the harder of the 2 stars anyway in this one. At least in the fact that it spawns the fast foe. Mario meets Mario isn't that difficult. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of just vibing to the Toy Time music now. There we go. Thought that first jump would be enough, but I guess not. 1, 2. Okay, there's that. Two, star will appear there. Whoa, hello. Let's not run into that. Fabulous. And usually from memory, that like immediately will spawn fast foe. But I could be wrong. We'll find out. If not, I guess I'll do Mario meets Mario. That sounded like a gunshot, but it's probably fine. No, it actually didn't spawn it. Okay, cool. Comments are being weird with spawning. It's twice now in the last 2 galaxies it's been weird. Most of the time, the minute that you complete the mission that gives you the, whatever comet it is, it almost always will appear immediately. Oh good, it actually does spawn here. I was trying to get those in order to where I would be near the launch star, but I could not remember where the launch star was going to pop. Can we grab the M on the way in? No, well, we got a tiny bit of it. There we go. Anybody remember doing the purple coins in this area? Yeah. Good times. Whether it was Galaxy 1 or Galaxy 2. This came back in Galaxy 2. Just this section specifically, if I remember right. Nice. Alright, so that leaves fighting the dude in the little machine thing again, and Fast Foe, I think. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do that. Hold on, I gotta take a drink before I do this. There we go. The Fast Foes of Toy Time. All coming in here trying to kick my ass. Where'd that godforsaken... Ugh! Definitely thought I was dead just then with the game clipping me over there, but thankfully that didn't happen. Alright, really that's the worst of it because these things, yeah, don't insta-kill, so... Whoa, hello! I tried to preemptively jump and I still got hit. Nice. When I get the chance, I need to add some more, like, alerts or whatever to that thing. To be fair, most of my time lately has been working on doing streaming stuff.
I don't think I showed it to you, Brandon. I'll get it hooked up real quick while this is playing. I think I have it hooked up now. Yep. Okay, looks like I do. I probably have to get the screens fixed, but... There we go. Now I'm trying to do multiple things at once here. Let's see. Yeah, it might force me to click on these again. Oh, right, it's because I don't have that part plugged in. Let me change that real quick. I'll switch back over to this. I was like, why isn't it showing up? It's like, yeah, probably because I didn't load the window, genius. Okay, which screen do I need to show? Yep, there we go. And this is not on an emulator. This is actual hardware, baby. And depending on what game I'm playing, if I need to flip the screens, I can flip the screens too. So I can show whichever screen is more important at the time. Alright. Put that back up and save that for another day. When are you going to play a horror game? I've actually been thinking about playing The Quarry recently. The problem is I've been watching a bunch of it, and so I'm getting spoiled on it. But I also can't stop watching it because it's a lot of fun to watch. Because I guess Walking Dead doesn't really count. Telltale's Walking Dead. We had Icarus play that. I don't know, I feel like if I played a horror game, it would probably be a psychological horror game, and those typically aren't as fun to watch, unfortunately. We'll just take our spoonfuls of Starbits and move on, I suppose. Oh, not the spring again! Oh, I thought we were rid of this thing for good. But no. One never truly gets away from the spring. There's no true escape, and you're always stuck in the spring. No, I don't want to wall kick off of that item box and get myself killed. As far as dumb ways to die in a Mario game, accidentally wall kicking off an item box and sending yourself to your doom, pretty high up there. Oh, that's right. That does come out next month. It's weird. This year has felt like that there's not going to be really that many holiday releases that I'm too terribly invested in. Give me Alpha, that stupid spring, please. Lord have mercy, that thing is awful. Nice. I'm probably not gonna need this life shroom, but eh. Yeah, that's true. God of War's next week as well. I forgot about that one. I've been bad about not keeping up with anything that's not Scarlet and Violet, and even then I haven't been keeping up with it that much. I just know that it releases the 18th. So I got like 2 weeks left to wait on that. Which is part of the reason I'm trying to do this and stream this like every night that I've got the energy for it before work. I didn't know it was your birthday, Mario. Getting to blow out all the candles. Either that or somebody's about to have a really disappointing birthday. How do you get up there? I'm not supposed to do that. Yeah, I know. That's also a thing since titles are getting bigger. Well, non-indie titles anyway. Are getting bigger. It's like, oh, cool, we've got like a preview for this thing. When's it coming out? Oh, like July 2 years from now. It's like, oh, I will have definitely forgotten about it by then, but thanks. Get out of here, you stupid little whatever you are. It's one of the few knocks I give Mario Galaxy. They really like to recycle that boss towards the end of the game. It's like I'm having to fight the Wizrobe in Majora's Mask all over again for the 4th time. Because it's required for 3 of the... It's required for 3 of those 4, for sure. It says twice in Snowhead and once in... whatever the 4th one's called. Stone Tower Temple. Or it might be the way around, it might be 2 and 1. And then there's the one of doing the Trial of Beating Wart, Alisalthos. Trying to remember what the other thing in there is. I think it's a Garrow. But having to do that again for a Piece of Heart, that's like one of the last ones you get in the game. Too many Wizrobe fights. Too many Wizrobe fights. They're not even that interesting. You just hunker down in a corner and shoot them with an arrow until they die. I would have preferred to see the dude in Stone Tower make a reappearance one more time. The guy that's surrounded by the bats that you shoot with the light arrows. That would have been cool. But nope. He's a one and done. The C is mine. Well, you can have the C. I want the star, but, you know. Thankfully, they take pity and give you a shell pretty quickly here. Yay, pity! We'll take pity around here. Speaking of Majora's Mask, finally we get some swimming controls that work. All we need is the shell. Wii gameplay, this is so difficult. In a way, it almost feels like you handicap yourself by making a water stage, just because, like, there's only so many ways you can make it difficult. And they've all been done before, of like, oh, well, we'll pull the Resident Evil 6 thing, even though it's been done many times before that, of like, you're running out of air and there's small little pockets you have to grab along the way, or things like that. Water definitely causes limitations in that regard. Thanks for the star. And for being truthful, I will not hit you with the shell. Save it for Toad instead. Don't worry, he's got a lot of experience being hit. He'll be fine. A lot of experience. Onward to glory. Faster than a speeding penguin. It's Mario driving a shell at a lukewarm pace. Speaking of speeding, even though it wasn't speeding, I got pulled over for the first time this morning. And again, no, it was not because of speeding. The joys of having a headlight out. But thankfully just a warning, so... And yes, I did make sure I scheduled with Firestone and all that, so we're good on that front. Hello. You'll speed up. Oh, and we do love going through rings around here. We're a big fan. There's nothing I'd rather do than just spend my days going through rings and not doing anything else. It's kind of a shame it was one of the headlights, though, not one of the taillights, because the taillight is... Like, at that point, I can get to that and replace it myself, and it literally just takes a Phillips head screwdriver and undoing a couple screws, but nope, the front ones are not the same, tragically. The light might be the same on them, I assume it probably is, and if that's the case, I've got the extra parts at least, so I will only have to pay for the labor, but I'm not going to go dicking around with that area of the engine to take off specific pieces to fix that and then put it all back together. No thanks. Also, yeah, apparently this is supposed to be a race or something, isn't it? Hit the apex of the turn. Use the boost to get through. I kind of wish there was an option to, like, look behind you and see how far ahead or behind they are. And now I can take my hands off the controller and get a nice stretch. Yay, it wasn't even close. Because I think you can actually, like, not break that default record and still get first place. Though, to be fair, to not break that record, you probably have to be trying. Alright, so that's the Silver Stars, the Cosmic Race, and the Hidden Star, I think, are all that are left in there. Oh, I forgot to grab the Hungry Loom at the bedroom. I'm going to need to do that after I finish up here, provided I don't die. Which, since it's Sea Slide, probably won't happen. Underwater race. Because we didn't literally just do one of those. Man, oh man. Hi, Shadow Mario, except you're not actually Shadow Mario. I am kind of glad that they ultimately decided to switch how they did the Cosmic Clones, and instead of it just being like a race in the second game, there's just a bunch of them and they mimic whatever you do, and so you have to like not tread back over your path. Plus, it's also got a gimmick to it that makes it not too bad if you know about it, which is since they mirror you, if you go slow, then they go slow. So as long as you're still moving, even if it's just a bit, then they'll never catch you. The almighty 80. I think I'll probably do the secret one first, because the Silver Stars is long and boring. Together at last. Both long and boring. Yep, that's a Silver Star. Thank you for letting me know, game. I think you can get enough for the Hungry Luma as long as you grab everything on the way to it, that you don't have to retrace your steps. Which would be preferable. I'd rather not have to go around more and then come back. Especially since that's the reason the purple coins kind of suck. Oh, if it's 40, that would be perfect. Hello. Oh, thank goodness, it's exactly 40. Alright, cool. I don't have to go traipsing around like an idiot looking for more star bits. Thank heavens! And for once, they don't give you the launch star, they only give you the planet. A new planet was born. Oh, well, happy birthday, planet. You're today years old. Full of musical notes. It's all just the same note, which is a nice way to say, like a newborn, it is screaming. Luckily, there's no actual timer on the notes. The timer is just not running out of space to move. I could see this giving the potential for a little bit of motion sickness. There we go. Nice. And now there's nothing left of the planet except a bunch of rebar or whatever that's supposed to be. Yeah. 81 stars. Yeah. Save your game. Man, it's 8 o'clock already. That's hard to believe. But I guess it's true. Thankfully, I don't have work till 10, so we're good for a ways. Something interesting actually happened with the schedule at work that was neither good nor bad. It was just weird. Is the app we use for Microsoft Teams changed the layout, or maybe somebody at work did, but it looks like it was just Teams itself. Changed the layout, so instead of it going Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it now starts on Monday at the beginning of the week and then goes all the way, so Sunday is last on the list, not first. I know that's not uncommon for a lot of different cultures, but it's just weird that it was like, okay, this has changed now for some reason. It confused me when I first saw it because it made it look like I had 4 days left of work or 4 nights left when I only had 3, and I'm like, that doesn't seem quite right. And thankfully it wasn't. Hi, Toad. Bye, Toad. Yeah, hopefully that'll mean in my 3 days off I can get a little bit more stuff set up. I kind of have an idea for another game I want to stream prior to Scarlet and Violet, but I'm not sure how much time it's going to take. I did finish, I think this was as of last night. Yes, because I've been doing it for many days in a row. I did finish up doing all the calculations for the stats for Mario Party 2. So when we get around to doing Mario Party 3, we're good for that. Number 3. I believe 4 is... So now you're gonna let me... Yeah. There's 4 and 5, respectively. But yeah, I did get the stat tracking done for all that, so when we do 3, we're good. I do not have a specific LP in mind picked out for Icarus. I've still got it narrowed down between 3 games thus far. One of which, if we do it, I need to actually install it on my computer. I have it. I just need to reinstall it. Which I'm kind of leaning towards doing that one, admittedly. But it's also a pretty long game as well, so... But I know it is from a series that she has not played, and it's like kind of a pretty well-known series, so... And I always feel like it's a good starter one, the one that I have in mind, because it's a series. I feel like it's a good one to have people begin with. Let's get back and get the B. I was going to check and see if you could pick up the shell, but that might have caused me to drop the B power-up, and I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to bother. Speaking of things I didn't want to do, accidentally getting a ground pound in midair. That was not something I meant to do. A bad case of the itchy trigger finger. Even bees get holidays, I didn't know that. What do they do on their holidays? Do they just go around and watch a bee movie over and over? I wonder what made them think a bee. Like, this is the power-up we need for Mario, is a bee. Like, some of them make sense. Like, the cape, Mario's heroic, sure. Utilizing elements like fire and ice, yeah, makes sense. And then it's like, a bee. We want him to be a bee. I guess, like, he did have animal friends in one of the really old Mario games, so they're just, like, taking that a step further, maybe? I don't know. Alright. I have a little bit of misgivings about the structural integrity of this thing that we're going through, but oh well. There we go, all 5. Like I said, that is a very long stage. Thankfully, since that was the last one we picked up, well, first we have to get an extra life. We're running pretty low on those. We've only got 45. But thankfully, since that was the last one we picked up, we can just swing right over and grab it. Thank heavens we don't have to do that again. And I think that's it for Sea Slides. I'm probably going to go back and do both the Hungry Lumas for here and for Bedroom, and then go do the Bowser Jr. stage. Plus, if I grab this one, I can also get the little shortcut here. Not that we'll be using that shortcut that much, because we're going to be getting the red star decently soon here, and then we'll just be able to fly. Hi. I have some star bits for you. So that you can burst with snacky happiness. Rated E for everyone. Recognize the name of this? Sand Spiral. Maybe? Is this choosing a favorite snack? Is this the one that looks... or like it has a completely different name to... Yeah, it is choosing a favorite snack. Okay. Yeah, there's some sand here, but not a lot. It's really just that hallway. The last area doesn't have any sand in it at all, but alright, sure. I do like the idea of this galaxy of like multiple items you can use to complete it, and they let you pick. So that magic Koopa can go away. And since ghosts are our friends, we will be taking the ghost. Also because even though there's the obstacles of the light and the ghosts, the other ghosts, it means I don't have to worry about running out of flight. And then rainbow! Nice and simple one. I always like that galaxy. Just very misnomer name. I'm not sure why it's called Sand Spiral. Unless they're just referring to the fact that it has some sand and has a spiral, but neither of them are correlated to each other in any way other than the fact they're in the same galaxy. Not in the same area, just the same galaxy. If that's the case, I might as well call Honey Hive the Bee Bug Galaxy. It's got bees and it's got bugs. What more could you ask for? Hi, I completely forgot about you. I'm sorry. Now it's your turn to get to burst with snacky happiness. You get to watch your friend do it, now you get to experience the pleasure as well. Rated E for everyone. Yeah, this is another pretty easy one if I remember correctly. Yep. Again, like, the hardest galaxies that are from the Hungry Lumas that are outside of the observatories are the first two. The rest of them are not that bad. Alright, off we go. Hello, Mr. Ghosts. Always satisfying to do that. Alright, we could build the Sling Star down there, but I'm not really interested in doing that, so... Alright. I'll skip the one part of this that actually takes a small amount of time to do. Because it's one of those, like, collecting the 5-star chips things. But, I'm good. I'll pass. I think the first time I played, I didn't even realize those were there. I just, like, was immediately like, oh, they want me to wall kick off of this. Okay, that makes sense. And our prize is a star. No, really, it's yours. Yeah, fork it over, my man. Jeez. Take this power star. I was planning on it. Man, I'll bet that treasure chest stinks. I'll bet that guy's been in there with his BO for like the last 12 hours. Ugh. Nasty. Alright, that's caught up on Hungry Lumas. I'm gonna double check that with the map, just to be sure I didn't forget something else. Yeah, looks good. Everything isn't there except for this. That's obviously the final fight, so we'll do that later. Alright, let's go finish up Engine Room. Yep, having some difficulty there, my man? That tiniest little bump ever, can't get over it. Alright. It's like that meme of the Pokemon trainer walking down the road and there's like the tiniest tree ever. But because he doesn't have cut, he can't go around it or over it. Or like burn it with a fire move or anything. Dig underneath it. Nope. Have to have cut. No other options. Not a one. King Caliente's spicy return, and as we all know, there's nothing worse than a spicy return. Yeah, you can just, yeah. There we go. I was like, is this gonna fire sometime today? Much like we last saw this, probably don't need it, but hey, we got it now. Now to the other part of the sun. This calls for my ultimate weapon. You're not a Danganronpa character. Get out of here. King Caliente, the ultimate weapon. He'd be a Chapter 2 death. You know he would be. Literally just around for the comedic value, and then they're like, okay, it's time to shoot out the clowns, as the trope goes. That does remind me, at some point we need to get around to streaming Danganronpa 3. Very nice. I'm not gonna lie, whenever he spawned the star bits in Phase 2, I was only watching my pointer. I was not watching Mario at all. The fact that I did not manage to accidentally kill Mario was kind of impressive, or make him take damage, rather. So we actually cleared an entire area without losing a life. That's kind of surprising, even more so that it was the engine room of all things. And with that, we have opened up the last, technically, 2 areas. I know there's only 2 stars in the whole small area, and we've already picked up one of them technically, but still. We'll say 2. The garden and whatever that small one is called. Do I get another thing from Rosalina, or no? Nope, I just get to go. Cool. It makes sense since the garden's not really required for beating the game, so there's... Every other time it's like, oh, the power's on in a new dome, and you're like, yeah, I noticed, because that happened the other 3 times. But I guess it just doesn't do it this time. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. What is this called? The gate. There we go. Back to where it all began, kind of. Technically, you can go back to where it all began in this game much later, but... Hello, Space Princess. Ooh, pretty graphics. It actually does look pretty nice for a game that's almost 15 years old. I believe the 17th of this month, that'll be 15 exactly. You grab all 100 purple coins, you'll earn my trust too. Great. How dare you do me like this? Take my connection with purple and use it against me. Oh my god, I actually did it all in one cycle right there. That's the first time I've ever done that without missing one. And having to go back around. I believe it's also the only coins that you actually need the star for. I'm gonna wait for it to wear off here. There we go. So otherwise, if I jump and spin, I'm just gonna start flying again, and I don't want to do that. Don't get me wrong, I like flying, it's just, much like the wing cap in 64, it doesn't control very well. It controls better than the wing cap did, but that's not a very high bar to clear. Pretty sure you need a shovel to get underneath that bar. Mario? My dude? Thanks. Appreciate it. I will say, at least it's like a pretty easy purple coin mission. It's not the easiest one in the game, but it's a nice way to ease you into the travesty of the 15 that are going to come after it later. Also, no, there is no way to make the camera better here. I'm sorry. I wish... If there was, I would have already done it. This specific planet has always felt like, because it's the first area you go to, or one of them, that it just kind of got forgotten during testing of how the camera worked in it. And as a result, nobody went back to fix it. Because almost every other planet doesn't do that with the camera. It just works. Not bad. Thanks. The first and last red star. At least in the context of Super Mario Galaxy and not Teen Titans. Right? Why does the red star look like really chewy? It looks like a starburst, like a really chewy, soft starburst. The green and yellow ones don't look like that, but the red one, like, ugh. It has the same there's actually like Starburst minis that'll come in a bag. They're not individually packaged. And the texture of those looks identical. Specifically the mini ones, because it's not the exact same texture for them. It looks exactly like a red mini Starburst. Just a different shape, that's all. What does that take us to? The Booze Boneyard. Alright, we'll go off to the Boneyard. We've returned, my ghosty friend. Yeah, I was, like, half joking about the not grinding for star bits anymore, but now we're down to 600, and there is one more Hungry Luma that I think is 1400, so I do, in fact, need to keep picking those up. Here we go! Yep, I missed the thing, but I didn't hit the springs, and that's the important thing. Man, that was clean. I didn't even hit a wall or anything. That might be the best time I've ever had on that. Not that I'm repeatedly going into this galaxy specifically to break my old record or anything, but... I think the last time I played it, I actually lost, because I kept, like, hitting a wall and trying to phase through it, and the game was like, no, you're, like, halfway through the wall when the phase wears off, so we're just gonna, like, boot you back to the opposite side of the wall. But that was much more clean than it usually is. Alright, that just leaves the garden. And Brandon, I will leave it up to you as to which galaxy we will do in the garden once we get there. Dreadnought is one of them, which is kind of like a space station thing. Melty Molten is one, which is a fire-based level, unsurprisingly. Deep Dark Galaxy, which is sort of a sunken ship / beach, ghost beach theme. And I don't remember what the last one is, so we'll find that one out together. Oh, it was a one-star galaxy. I was thinking of a bigger one. Matter Splatter, which is those little things that bounce around, create the ground, and then the ground disappears. So there's a preview of what they look like. There's Deep Dark. There's Dreadnought. There's Melty Molten. And there's Matter Splatter. Let's see if I can make it spin. Yeah, it kind of keeps some of the force a little bit. Interesting. Huh. The more you know. Having a little too much fun with that. We'll start with Matter Splatter. We'll do the one singular. Watch your step. Don't tell me what to do. I'm a grown man playing a 15-year-old video game with my spare time. Alright. Oh no, not Magic Koopas. Whatever will I do? Probably just ignore them. I came all that way just for a single coin. Wow, what a waste of time. Oh well. The platforms actually do disappear if the light's not on them, too. I'm not just, like, sitting there twiddling my thumbs. Otherwise, I would just go. Like, I'd probably have it memorized or guessed well enough to where I wouldn't have to do that. Alright. Onward to the green. And apparently the spring. Awesome! That was exactly what I was hoping for, was more of the spring. I'm trying to think if it is in any of the last stages. I'm pretty sure it's not, actually. It's definitely not in Melty Molten. I'm pretty sure it's not in Deep Dark. It might be in Dreadnought. Maybe. But I'm leaning towards no. I jokingly say, can we make it to 50 lives? But provided I don't die, I don't think that's going to be very hard to achieve. Technically, we're at 49 right now if we're counting 0 as a life. Because the game counts 0 as a life. Oh, nope, I just died, didn't I? Yep, sure enough. I shouldn't have said anything. Stupid spring of all things. It's that damn spring. It's them damn enchiladas, I tell you. Oh, hold on. There we go. Alright. Wheel of Morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us a lesson that we should learn. The lesson is to not be stupid and be more careful. That's the lesson. Otherwise, you'll be sent back to the horrors that is Super Mario 64. Which is actually technically what I would prefer if I had to pick, so. It only gives us one fatal flaw, and that's forcing me to crop the window again. Did we actually surpass what we had in 64? I should have been paying attention to my star count. We were in the 90s, I think, right? We're definitely in the 80s for sure. Okay, so we have not cleared any of Rainbow. None of Rainbow Ride. I almost said Rainbow Run. Rainbow Run is a Mario Party 2 minigame. Oh, I was hoping I can get up there. Not quite enough height. Come on, Mario, get up there. Ah, the possessed dog. Well, one of the possessed dogs. I think, unfortunately, which will probably be to my detriment, I'm going to continue to try what I did last time, which is to go ahead and grab the 100 coins now, and wherever I end up is wherever I end up. If I can be a bit better about getting the blue coins than I do as well as I did last time, then I'll actually just get it. Nope, those are both gone. Grab those. What's up, Crazy Mario? The 14. Welcome to If I Die, the game switches. Hence why the game might say Galaxy, but we're on 64, since I literally just died. It has been fun. I would recommend doing it if you like playing the games. I'm not big on a Mario Sunshine, but it's more like I like dunking on it rather than I dislike the game. It's just fun to dunk on. But it's like a really interesting way to see how much better or worse you are at the three games by comparison to each other. But it's also a very, like, steep slope, because if you make a mistake and die, even in a game that you're good with, the controls are very different between 64, Galaxy, and Sunshine, at least in terms of control and what you can and can't do. And then stuff like the camera as well, and the older ones doesn't work as well. So it can really mess with you over, if you, like, make a mistake in Galaxy and then go back to this, it's like, not only do you have to play a different game, but, like, the controls are different, so the camera's not going to cooperate quite as well, or you don't have FLUDD anymore, whatever the thing is that you have to remind yourself that you can't do or the game won't do. So as a result, it's very easy to lose a life right after losing another life. Every 3D, oh gosh, every 3D and 2D Mario, man. Knowing me, I would probably cruise through, like, Galaxy pretty well, this game pretty well, and Mario 2, American Mario 2, pretty well. And for other games, I would crash and burn, like Mario World, for example. I am not good at Mario World after about World 5. I can fly through the first couple worlds, and then after that, it's just like... it just stops for whatever reason. My skill level just completely halts. Though I guess it also depends on if you would allow in your run, since these are all collecting star-based games, if you allow stuff like Warp Whistle, that kind of thing. Because if you allow Warp Whistle, then, like, it shouldn't be too bad for some of them. And, of course, it obviously depends on skill, too. Like, if you're really good at the very first Mario game, like, and that's the one you start with, you can be done with that in, like, 10 minutes. Alright. Back over here once again. $55. Alright. So I can do this correctly. Yeah, I'm not going to go back to that other one. I wouldn't have had enough time, but I grabbed more coins than I did last time, which is good. With the 8 red, that'll put me at 96, and then I just need to get 4 more. And at that point, I'm at least good on the 100 coins, which is the big one to worry about for this stage. The rest of it will not be as bad. Jump off that wall. Come on. There we go. Nice. Alright, 96. Will not be picking that up and probably not coming back for it right away. Okay. 4 coins, that's all I need. Also to not kill myself. I also need to not do that. Three coins. Two coins. Just give me 2 more coins, please. Just make them nice and easy. Nope. I guess we don't do easy around here, and to be fair. Against my better judgment, since this is what cost me to die last time when doing this. Even if I die after getting that star, I've gotten the star, and that's the important thing. Do you want to save? Do I? I regret nothing. I got it. That's all I care about. I got that 100 coin star and I was allowed to save immediately. And that's the important thing. I can do the rest of those probably at least a little bit more easily than that. And that's all that matters. Alright, let's see where we're going. That was probably like the last big one outside of doing the A-Red coins in the area opposite World 15 that I was going to be worried about completing without losing multiple lives. Alright, Super Mario Sunshine it is. Put 64 back on the wheel. And then I will do some cropping. At least this is a thing I only mercifully have to do between 2 different layouts rather than 3. Alright. I truthfully do not remember at all where we were in this one. Is there gonna be... Oh, right. Right! Well, we did the annoying one, now I think we're at Casino, if I remember correctly. I think it was Secret of Casino. The first one. The big thing is that we got that one done, and that one, to me, is like one of the worst ones in the game. We still have to do the red coin one where we're basically going through that section again, but we'll deal with that when we get to it, if we get to it. You really should drop by the casino. Yeah, I did, and then I got dropped is what happened. No, don't send me ghosts. I don't want to kill the ghosts. They're my friends. He really wants to send me ghosts, though. Wow, really wants to send me ghosts. Hey, look, something that's not ghosts. I don't really need the coins, though. Thanks. There we go. Alright, that's one. Let's go get the other one. Okay, there's 2. Now for the annoying one. Which, tragically, I've already done once before in this playthrough, since I did not survive here originally. Give them all a good spray. Wow, that actually picked up a pretty good chunk of them, all things considered. Okay. That red one is not having it. There we go. Fabulous. Man, I forgot how much of a pain that was. Let's see if I can be a little bit better on this time. I think I made it decently far last time on this section, but almost does not quite cut it. Yeah, there we go. That's actually a lot easier to see what I'm doing here. Okay. Pull the camera back down. Nope. I was holding back, but it did not matter. And I think if I had not jumped, I still would have died. I'd prefer to go back to Galaxy, but only so I don't have to crop the window. Hey, just barely. Nice. If there's one thing we enjoy, it's not having to crop the window. 87, yeah, I wasn't quite as far as I thought I was. I thought I was in the 90s, but nope, not quite. Need to remember before I go in the Galaxy to activate that back one, too. Just in case I die. I have a feeling I'm probably going to die a couple times in Melty Molten. Just a hunch. It's a secret room. Yeah, it's a secret to everybody. Hey, Luigi. Bye, Luigi. Already picked up all the stars. I think outside of the Hunger Luma for Garden, I think all that's left before the Purple Comets is just in here. All the other Hunger Lumas have been done. Trial Galaxy's been done. Luigi Stars have been done. Comets have been done. All the Bowser stages except the final fight have been done. I think we're okay. Since this is the one I died on, though, I am going to give this one another shake. Despite the fact it's got the spring in there. Ugh, gross. I'm willing to bet if most people did like a ranking of all the power-ups in this game, and that would include stuff like the Red Star and the Rainbow Star, for most people, Spring's probably at the bottom. Which is understandable why. Man, my momentum after that long jump just died. Nope, couldn't quite get there in time. He might be able to get up there, but I'm not gonna try. You can probably do it, but if you're allowed to wall kick off that, you can probably get up there. Hi, Kamek. Bye, Kamek. Actually, that's Match Koopa. I mean, it could be Kamek, but I doubt it. All Kameks are Magic Koopas, but not all Magic Koopas are Kameks. Mario, you're having a great old time, aren't you, my friend? To be fair, this might be fun for him just in the sense of, like, he gets to jump super high without putting any effort into his legs. I guess it's probably working his core more than it is his legs, but... Mario gets tired too, man. He can't just keep running forever. Yippee. Yippee indeed. All my extra lives, all like 48 or 49 of them, however many it was. Genuinely thought I was not going to make that jump and I was going to die again. Alright, let's take our time and actually be a little bit more careful here this time. Ah, that was what got me. Let's get this godforsaken spring off of me. Get me off of this bird. Alright. I don't remember this being too terribly bad as long as you take your time. I just know the ending, you have to keep going left on a lot of the junctions once the pathways start turning red. And yes, I will keep collecting those until they stop appearing so they are not distracting. Yep, there's the red path. See, if you end up over there, like, you've basically got a long jump to get to here. And if you don't make it, well... That's probably all she wrote for that life. And here I think it's the same thing. Looks like it. Nice. So there should be 100. It'll be either 100. I guess it'll be 104. Because the Grand Star will count as 1. So we've got, what, 28 left? Let's go ahead and do Deep Dark. The Underground Ghost Ship. The above one was too busy starring in Phantom Hourglass at this time. It actually was decently close when Phantom Hourglass was released, so... That would be an interesting one to do a stream of, is Phantom Hourglass, but... What about most people probably wouldn't want to watch that, and that's fair. I very much burnt myself out on that game when it first came out. I picked up the DS bundle that was the Legend of Zelda DS that had that game that came with it, and also, oh right, you can't grab that while you've got the Rainbow Star on. There we go. But yeah, no, I played that game to no end. I got all of the little, like, Power, Wisdom, and Courage gem things. I got all the golden ship parts. Obviously completed the game. I did an unhealthy amount of... Like, that is probably the DS game that I've put the most time into. Except for maybe Soul Silver, but, like... Phantom Hourglass could probably put up a pretty good fight for being the one I spent the most time in. I guess we could do Boo in a Box. Let's do Boo in a Box. Or Ghost in a Box, whatever it's called. Ooh. Hello, my little ghosty friend. I'm afraid I'm going to have to take that star away. I think you have to move it back just yet. I think you can get him to come down here. Hello? Hello, little ghosty friend. I'm sorry I had to kill you, but you had a star, and I need that. Oops, that was a bad one. Try that again. There we go. Very nice. Now we'll actually go do the underground ship, which I think is the boss fight. I think they do it right away. Boo in a box. One singular box. Right, this time, whenever I shoot to that island, I'm going to avoid grabbing the rainbow star. I have no need for it, personally. I guess technically it's wise for me to grab it, just because that allows me to kill the enemies and grab star bits, because I want to make sure I have enough, but we'll be okay without it. Oh, that was a good shot. I ain't even mad, bro. I threw two because I thought that was going to pull a get down, Mr. President, and cause me to miss that shot, and I'd have to go back, but nope. He stayed out of the way, and for that, he gets to live. Hello, bloopers. You don't really see that many bloopers in Galaxy, oddly enough. Most of the time there's underwater enemies, it's either the jellyfish or booze, honestly. Yeah, like one of those jellyfish, for example. Are they guarding? Yep, they're guarding the switch. Well, guarding being a loose term here. Oh, Mr. Ghost. I would like a coin, but I'm not going to sacrifice a cute little ghost for extra health. Yep, sure enough, it is the boss fight. Okay, let's do it. Which means after this, the Daredevil can pop up at any time. Get these out of the way. Time that a little better with the shell. There we go. Can get it all in one clean motion if it cooperates. Alright, up there we go. Leave. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. I guess this is the last time we fight her outside of the Daredevil. But to be fair, there's not that many galaxies left, so... I feel like they do a good job with her in terms of, like, they reuse her, but she's not recycled too much. I feel like the only one that's recycled too much probably is the little... He's about to show up here in a second, actually, in either this star or the next one. The little rodent in the mech. I think he's the only one that they use a little bit too many times. And he feels like more of a mini-boss than an actual boss. Sure, he takes 3 hits, but eh. Yeah, that guy. I don't remember what his name is, but that guy. I see your beach party has been interrupted, Captain Toad. Oh, he's good and mad now. Attempt for that one, that's too close to the wall. Yeah, I had a feeling that crab was gonna get in the way. There we go. Perfect. Get out of here. Alright, y'all can go back to your beach party. Have fun. Have a good time. I'm gonna get him right in the face. Gonna get him right in the face. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Basically got killed by a meteor right there. Nope, no, I don't want to do that. There we go. And if I remember right, I think you only need to get this one. Nope. You actually do need all 3. Okay, well, I got it in time, so... Ice Flower. Damn, I can get out of the way. Or Magic Koopa, whatever. Bye. Ah, oh, missed. That was why I jumped off early, was to try to prevent that from happening. Alright, bye. And there's this little weird platform. No thanks, Kamek, I'm good. And off to the water... Or no, not quite the Watermelon Planet. Pretty close. Nope. Well, I didn't mean to kill you, sorry. You don't have to kill any of the cheeps, but, he walked in the way of my butt, as they often say. It's a speedrun right there, that planet, if I've ever seen one. Nice. You got a star. I did. I indeed did get a star. Alright, does that leave Racing Guppy in the Underground Lake, or are we moving to Daredevil? I think at this point it's safe to say we will probably be okay for Starbits as well. Because I think it's 1400. I don't think it's 16. If it is 16, we might still be okay. But I'm pretty sure it's 14. Go ship Daredevil run. I need to get around. Well, I don't need to get around to 100%ing Odyssey. I never did 100% Odyssey. I beat the main story. I did Dark Side of the Moon and all that, but I didn't get every star in the game. I'm not gonna say I didn't like the game or it was boring or anything. It's just I think I was doing too many, like, large games at the time. So just as a result, I was like, I think I'm good on this. I need to put one of these down, and so I chose Odyssey. Here we go. Get those out of the way. Oh, you're starting with the shell, huh? That's a new one. Return to sender. No thanks, I'd rather not be telefragged. This is going to be the difficult part, is getting up here, because I've had times where fireballs have gone off the side and hit me while climbing up the pole with no indicator. Okay, I definitely just spun there, and nothing happened, so that's fun. We love it when nothing happens, when we hit a button. I think it was pretty obvious to say I didn't intentionally just run directly into him, like I knew he was there. That's an ominous sound, if ever there was one. The sound of Super Mario Sunshine. Thankfully, we're spared from the anger that is Mario 64 and GameCube. Hello, Mario. How are you? I hear you've been dying a lot recently. Well, not a lot. We actually haven't died that much tonight. We had a very good run on Galaxy before I lost a life. Alright. 6 stars left. And then the castle secrets. And then the bows. Which is the real victory, is just getting to see Bowser. Even though he doesn't look as cute in his N64 iteration, at least in this game, as he does in Galaxy or in Sunshine. I know what the real prize is. Alright. It's just the 6 stars. I probably will just go in whatever order. Like, in this particular one, I often don't remember what goes where in terms of the carpets. So we'll just go in whatever order. It doesn't really matter anyway. It's not like you can go in a perfect order regardless, because by definition this game forces you to stop in worlds 1, 3, and 5 to go back and get the caps. So let's go down here first and do either tricky triangles or whatever the other one's called. Something like pendulum platforms or whatever it is. Sorry, just vibing out the music on this one. Alright. Number 100. No X by that star anymore. Swinging in the breeze. I was not even close with saying pendulum. Must have been thinking Pit and the Pendulum from stage 14, maybe. That was so much fun, we'll do it again and go to Tricky Triangles. That is kind of the one downside to doing a star that is not the 100 coins in here, is it's slow. With 100 coins, you're doing stuff like stopping and grabbing the coins and then continuing on, so you're kind of on a time limit because you don't want the carpet to go away, but otherwise not really. I don't know. I don't think Rainbow Ride's as bad as people say it is. I don't think it's the worst level in the game. I usually enjoy playing it. It's a little stressful getting the 100 coins, but like, it's the last main level in the game. It probably should be at least a little bit hard, right? Like, I'm fine with... I would prefer the last level in the game to be either, like, very hard, or if they're gonna do, like, just give me, like, a, hey, you managed to beat all the other stuff, this is kind of your, like, congratulations level. I actually don't mind when games do that. Alright, Tricky Triangles. It was so tricky, the game had a stroke, and I think so did Mario. We're gonna go let Mario 64 have a little nap. And let him get his life sorted out a little bit, and just, you know... Yeah, he'll be alright. Sorry, that music just played that noise, and I thought for some reason it was my phone alarm going off, and I'm like, what is going on? That very much threw me off guard. Alright, now that has completely thrown me off what I was doing. Back to Galaxy, alright. Today, Sunshine is the one not getting any of the love, but that's fine, because we had that first stream where Galaxy wasn't getting any love. So it's probably okay. Hi, Toad. How's it going, my man? Go the other way. Hey, Super Spyro. I did not see you there. I was busy cropping the window for this game. No, we don't need to do Trial Galaxies. I already finished that. Right? This game is so good. Like, this is the... For me, this is the Mario 64 style game that I'm like, man, I haven't played this in a while. I should go do it. And unfortunately, oddly of all things, for as much as I've been dunking on it, Sunshine kind of gets that sometimes, too. But this is the big one. I'm like, I should go play Galaxy again. It's been ages. When in reality, it's been, like, not even a year. Alright, let's try that again and hope that the spin works this time, since last time it was having some problems. It's funny, even though there's more galaxies left here, and more stars as well, before the final battle with Bowser, I feel like this is going to be the one we finish first. Between the two. But it's also been coming up more on the roulette than 64 is, so it's just having a... It's making up for all the times it didn't show up on the first stream we did of this. If you do want to watch all these in full, this one, obviously, since it's going on right now, and the last one are not archived, but I will archive both of those tonight. But all the other previous parts, which should give you plenty of hours to watch while I get the other parts uploaded, all of that is on the archive page. It has all been updated as of recently. Outside of the last 2 streams, this one and the one before, I have completely updated it. Everything has got keywords, playlists, tags, all that stuff. That was one of the things I did during a couple of my work nights, is make sure I got that all cut up, because I was not doing a very good job of upkeep on that. I had, like, most of The Walking Dead did not have anything on it, but it has all been put in its proper playlist in which things do not spin. Cool. But yeah, everything's been updated on that playlist. It is all good to go. Man, Sunshine is really not getting any love tonight. Not by the wheel, anyway. Like I said, I just like dunking on it. I don't actually hate that game. I'm not big on the blue coins, but that's the only thing I could say, like, I really, truly dislike about that game is just those. I don't know why I'm using my trackpad. I have a mouse. There we go. Much better. Alright. Mario's taking a well-deserved nap. He feels a lot better after the stroke he had on Tricky Triangles. And he's willing to give it another go. And if he's not, well, then too bad. He's gonna be doing it anyway. If he wants to go see his love interest again, and I don't mean Peach, it's only 5 more stars, my man. Well, technically 15. And I will give Sunshine credit for this, is whenever they announced 3D All-Stars as a game, Sunshine was the one I was most looking forward to, because I was hoping that it would fix a lot of the control problems, and it doesn't fix everything, but it does fix a fair bit. It controls a lot better than it did. Like, I complain about it now because I played the 3D All-Stars version through, like, once or twice now, but I remember the original on the GameCube, which I do own, being much harder to control. Okay, sure. Mario's not doing so hot tonight. I think he's done for the night, but that's unfortunate for him because we still got a little bit of time left. No, I don't want to open Steam. Wow. Alright. Okay. Still no love for Sunshine. And no, I did not take a dive there intentionally. I thought I had enough clearance, and I guess not. So that's cool. Give me a sec to turn off Steam. I did not mean to turn that on. There we go. Yeah, unless we're playing a Steam game, I'm not going to have Steam turned on. My frames will not appreciate it. Alright. See, for all the lives that I'm losing here, I actually think I would be doing worse if it was going between Sunshine and one of the other games. Not because I'm bad at Sunshine, but I think it probably has the biggest control change between the 3 games. Because, you know, a flood, namely, there's not stuff like the long jump and what have you. Yeah, I don't know why Galaxy 2 isn't part of 3D All-Stars. I was considering adding it to the wheel regardless, because I do own it on Wii. It would force me to shift around my control set, or my stream setup every time I did it, though. And that was the main reason why I decided not to. But I don't know if they ever gave a concrete reason as to why. Part of me wonders if they're planning on releasing another 3D All-Stars and doing, like, 3D World, Galaxy 2, etc. Some of the ones that are newer, but not, like, Odyssey new, because why would you re-release Odyssey on the same system? Which I know 3D World has already gotten re-released, but initially it wasn't on. It was on the ever-beloved Wii U that everybody loves, and it's great, and no one has any problems with it. I actually don't think the Wii U is the worst Nintendo system out there, even compared to the more obscure ones. I personally think it's the 2DS myself. It just looks like bulky and awkward to carry, and I could be wrong about that as somebody who's never owned one, but that's not something you can just stick in your pocket like you could a 3DS. It just doesn't seem like it would fit. Because while I've never held one, I've seen people, like, in person that have had it. I'm like, that looks awkward to, like, store in any capacity. There's that guy. Ooh, Nelly, let's not do that. Let's not do anything rash here. There we go. Very nice. I only went for the second Kamek because I was like, I'm pretty sure I can get her now, and she's not going to have enough time to respawn them both. The joys of having those bosses of like, yeah, they have minions, but leave one alive, because if you kill all of them, then they will respawn all of them. Like, think Mac and Super Mario RPG. That's another 3D Mario game that could be re-released, and I would be very okay with it being re-released. I know it's an oldie, but it's a goodie, and I recommend everybody play it. It is definitely on the list for Icarus Plays, but it's not going to be the next one she does. That one's always had a lot of charm, and I've loved it. And it's a precursor to the Paper Mario series, which she's already mentioned is her favorite one that we've done is Thousand Year Door. I think Walking Dead is close, but I think she likes Thousand Year Door a little bit more. Which is fair, because, like, everybody that's played Thousand Year Door is like that. I don't think I've seen anybody that's like, yeah, I didn't think Thousand Year Door was that great. I think everybody thinks it's good. Hi, Magic Koopa, I'm gonna ignore you. I think whether you talk to Guppy or not, you don't keep your shell if you have it, so I'm not gonna bother going to grab it just yet. I could be wrong about that. Yeah, I still have Thousand Year Door as well. The only time I ever, like, don't have a game, like, lose it in some capacity is if I, like, actually physically lose it, which is pretty rare because I keep good track of stuff. I don't ever sell or give away anything unless I've got multiple copies of the game. Which is why I have multiple copies of 3D All-Stars. I have a physical copy, and then I've got the digital copy as well. We're playing this on digital copy, but, you know, it's not available anymore because reasons. It's actually the reason that Galaxy is being shown even when I'm switching games. It's not a case of, like, oh, you forgot to call it 3D All-Stars. No, it's literally not on Twitch's, like, list of games. It's not there. It's straight not there. I even mentioned that in the first stream. I'm like, where is it? It should be here. Never played Super. You're probably okay past on Super, honestly. We streamed it a while back. I don't think I saved any of the archives for that one because we didn't actually finish it. It wasn't that interesting to me. I didn't really care for it myself. I get why some people do, but I'm kind of like, on it, personally. The writing is really sharp, and the story is really sharp, but the gameplay for me was... It was a no. I, at some point, need to play both Color Splash and Origami King, because I have picked up both, and I own both, and I've not touched either, and I kind of want to, and see how they're doing. Okay, Deep Dark's done. Yeah, Sticker Star's not good. If you want a good representation of both watching the game and figuring out why it's bad, Proton John live stream recordings. He did Sticker Star with Chugga Conroy, who is known for hating Sticker Star because he's a big fan of the original games. He's actually redoing his Let's Play on Paper Mario 64 right now. But they talk a lot about actual problems with the game. Not like bitching, complaining, but like these are genuine issues with the game of like it being the perfect storm with some problems. Like, for example, you have to use stickers to attack. It's like sort of your... Basically, you have to use items kind of in a way to attack for the entire thing. But there's no penalty to running. In fact, it's actually recommended because if you run from a fight, you don't use up any stickers, so you don't lose any stickers. You do not lose coins from running from a battle. And there's no level up system with star points, so there's no need to fight enemies to get experience, to gain levels either. And if you do that to an enemy, you run off, they also disappear from the screen, like the overworld as well. They don't stay on to force you to fight them again. So, like, it's just a weird storm of, like, if any one of those things were different, it probably wouldn't matter that much. But since all of those things happen to be part of what they do, it's just, like, it incentivizes not battling. And that's just one example off the top of my head. There's quite a few. I know by saying that's, like, their views on it, it's like, why don't you have your own? Like, I have played Sticker Star, I do own it. I didn't get very far in it. But, like, it just didn't have the magic that 64 or 1000 Year did for me. It utilizes the paper aspect pretty well of, like, you know, being able to, like, peel things off of walls, and it's more of a sticker thing than specifically paper. But it does that well, and it's probably one of the few critiques I have for the original Paper Mario is that they don't use the paper aspect enough. But 1000 Year Door fixes that of, like, you know, being able to use all the abilities of, like, being a paper boat, paper airplane, roll up into, like, a paper cardboard tube. So it kind of fixed all those issues. I might put those on the list at some point, just, you know. I need you to get over there, my friend. But yeah, even though I didn't, like, have a lot of fun playing Super Mario outside of the writing, I still would like to, either play it again and finish it for one. And again, I was pretty close to done. I think from what somebody told me that played it and actually does like that game, sorry, I had to focus there for a second. Nope. Nope, there's nothing I could do there. Literally nothing I could do. We love it when there's nothing you can do. I tried to jump, nothing. I tried to spin. That wasn't going to help. There's nothing I could have done on that front. Oh well. That's a bit of a bummer. Readjust my chair. I'm going to reload this real quick because I did want to show this off. I showed this off last stream, but I do want to show it off again since there are more people in here now. We'll switch to this and give it a second. I have had this in the works for a little while and got around to testing it last week, and now I know it actually does work for sure. But one of the other things we'll be able to do on stream in the future, and this was namely for doing the Icarus versus for Pokemon, if anything else, is that we can now do this. This is just a basic overlay window, but yes, this is actual hardware being played on. This is not an emulator, it is the real deal. I got a a deck for this, and because I can do soldering, but it's small parts with big hands, because I have really large hands, that doesn't tend to work together too well. So yeah, I sent this off. They have modded it accordingly for me on the original DS, so DS games are definitely a go, and if I need to switch windows and have this one be the key one, I can do that too. So yes, this will definitely be possible in the future, and for anybody wondering if we were going to be doing Heart Gold and Soul Silver versus Silver and Gold, we are going to be doing Heart Gold and Soul Silver for this at some point. Again, not the next project, but it makes this possible. We'll probably do a combination of both setups for Gen 3, where Icarus will be playing on the GameCube Game Boy player, and I will be playing on this, on the DS, because we'll be doing the original Ruby Sapphire, not Omega and Alpha. And then, of course, we'll be able to do Gen 4 the same way, with being able to do Diamond and Pearl, if we decide to not do Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So that will give us that. Obviously, Black and White will be fine on this. Black 2 and White 2 will be fine on this. So we will have plenty of options with that going forward. Just wanted to show that off before everything else is taken care of. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. Again, everything will be archived. I'll update that while I'm at work tonight, which is actually why we're ending, because I need to get to work pretty soon here. But in the meantime, speaking of somebody you should watch Sticker Star for, if you would like to see what Proton John is up to now, we are going to go raid him. And then I will call it a night on here. I technically have a schedule at the bottom and whatnot. I wouldn't recommend going off that. The best thing to do is just add my Discord, honestly. Discord or Twitter, both of those links are down below my page. The live stream on my original YouTube channel are all down there. But for both Discord and for Twitter, as well as Facebook, I always announce when I go live there. So any of those should work pretty well. I do want to try to continue this in the next couple days, so keep an eye out for it. But in the meantime, again, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you when we continue getting absolutely destroyed on one of these games, because apparently that's just how it's gonna go. But we're nearly to the end of these. I feel like 1 or 2 more streams, and we'll probably get there. Alright guys, take care.